welcome to a new segment I will be adding to my weekly readings for the foreseeable future. I am making some changes to how I do this as a result of some pretty intense level ups and breakthroughs. More on that later. That being said, I will no longer be doing astrology segments on my weekly reads. Tarot only. Monthly astrology on Patreon will now be tarot monthly readings. I understand this might seem like a curveball to some, but please understand with these latest shifts that have been happening, they've been profound, and I will go where my higher levels take me. However, I would like to make a point of saying here and now, me choosing to move from public astrology horoscopes is not driven by opinion. In fact, I will still be offering astrology for personal readings, just not horoscopes. Thank you again for so much of your ongoing support, and now let's get on to your video. Hello and welcome everybody, NICO Scarlet Moon here with your Pathwatcher report. Coming in today we have a wave personified by the Empress and the Sun, a frequency vibrating the return of the pure self and a reclamation of the true journey. Not just this week, but henceforth there is an increasing feeling of release, a true return of innocence. Because of the breaking apart of distorted contrivances in the collective experience, this deep purification of the spiritual and emotional fields may feel unsettling for some during this period, but only at first. This is the elimination of constructs dependent on artifice, scripts, and illusion. This is both euphoric and disorienting in the beginning. However, depending on an individual's level of consciousness and what they carry in their energy fields, acclimation times may vary person to person. Consider the Sunday Unity meditations I have been sharing of late for a chance to lean in to these frequencies and adjust. I'll include links in the down bar below. Cyclical experiences are being rerouted to more natural and forward trajectories. Conscious creation and co-creation through intent and focus are getting a tremendous amplification. Many of us felt this new wave kick into high gear mid-last week, February 25th to 27th. Feel the freedom from imposed experience. Allow yourself time to connect and take on this new level. Feel the return of that early life childhood connection to truth. On a personal note, since about the 18th of February, I've been having recurring dreams and flashes of a friend I have not seen nor spoken to since we were 7. If you're watching this, feel free to contact me through the Scarlet Moon Facebook page or my Instagram at ScarletMoonNico. Hello all you Pisces people and Pisces identified people, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your weekly tarot horoscope for the week starting March 2nd, 2020. Just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session, go ahead and check out my website, integrativemysticism.com, where you can open the down bar below and follow the links there. Also, just a quick reminder, even though I just said it in the intro, even though I won't be doing general astrology for my scopes anymore, I still offer them for personal one-on-one readings, and I will explain what's going on with that and some of the shifts that have been going on that people have been asking about in a video very shortly. So what is going on when it comes to your week? Well, we already discussed the incoming wave, right? What's here not just for the week, but what's here to stay, what's coming in and landed, as well as the fact that it's not just affecting any one sign, it's affecting everybody. But for you in particular this week, we have the Hanged Man as your archetypal theme of the week, the underlying energy behind all exchanges and what's going on in all areas of your life this week. And with the Hanged Man, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you are going through that sacrificial moment, but it's not necessarily like you're making sacrifices that mean a whole lot. I'll explain. Because with the Hanged Man, I am seeing a lot of you Piscean people getting a huge chance at advancement and rebirth. But what's happening with the Hanged Man is that you are also dropping attachments, you are dropping approaches, you are dropping preferences and biases, you are dropping alliances in a lot of cases this week. And with the Hanged Man upright, it's all about stepping back into true divine neutrality, focusing on what is actually in alignment with the best for all concerned. And with the Hanged Man, you might be doing this in ways that you didn't know could benefit you. In a lot of cases with this card, well, the more we end up sacrificing of our ego attachments or our nostalgic references or our attachments to certain narratives or even people, the more that manifests. It's like we release to make room in our experience, in our life stream. And we also find with the Hanged Man that a lot of you are going to be offered invitations to step into other worlds this week, doing things other people's way, getting away from maybe things that you have been taught or told to do or forced to do or had imposed upon you, that ultimately is still not paying off or seems to always go in a cyclical tease. The good news about the Hangman upright is that ultimately during this week you are not only protected, but you are also going to be noticing the more you kind of throw on that burn pile, the more either evolved iterations of those experiences or better substitutes will be flowing in at the same time. It's a very interesting card to get. Now we get to news and arrivals, and we have the Three of Pentacles upright. And it does look like a lot of you Piscean people are finding a home, I guess you could say, with the perfect people. We talk about the Three of Pentacles upright. This is an ideal team, a perfect complementary team. And it does look to me like you are being brought in or into a situation where maybe, whether this is a spiritual team, a professional situation, or a living situation, a creative, spiritual, whatever, it does look like you have kind of found this sense of camaraderie among people that are actually at a level of consciousness that you either share, you're there, or you might even admire and revere, that you respect them, that they clearly walk their talk. You clearly understand these people to be those who actually take their work very seriously, and they are not posers, they are not fakers. These are people who are ultimately living and breathing what they bring and provide to the world. And I feel like what you are being brought into is an opportunity to take a seat at that table. Now with the Three of Pentacles upright, yes, it does look like with the Hangman involved, this is something that goes beyond beliefs, lower ego expressions, maybe even things relating to such, spiritual dogmas, political alignments, and whatnot. So you have to be careful about what you used to call your comfort zone, because it could be that what you used to call your comfort zone is out of alignment with your ideal companions and fellowship. As we go in to, not all the time, remember this is a general horoscope. When it comes to your material and business concerns, we have the Page of Wands upright. And it looks like there is a new spark being ignited when it comes to a new financial opportunity, a new business opportunity, something that is actually going to be accelerating a rise to prominence for you and your craft. Absolutely, with the Page of Wands, we almost always see some kind of invitation to join a new position, a new crew, a new workforce. Funny, we were kind of just talking about that. But we are joining in some kind of initiative that is actually pretty cutting edge. This is something that is ultimately going to change the flavor of, how would I phrase it? It's going to change the flavor of maybe the office or the field in general. With the Page of Wands upright, this is something that also does start to have or show some immediate progress among, just as we get to the implementation process, like right out the gate. But what I like about this is this gives you a chance, of course, very much with that Hangman, to also maybe start developing new skills by evolving into another expression of self. Now, this doesn't mean we're letting go of who we are, but maybe we're just simply incorporating and empowering more facets of our entire template. Because with the Page of Wands upright, we're being celebrated, we're being integrated, we are getting invited, hand-selected. Nothing better than that. And there's fast payouts. When we have the love and relationship section, well, we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. And this week, we actually see an obstacle to love, or maybe an obstacle in an existing relationship being released. As the Five of Cups reversed is indicating, it's quite possible a lot of you Piscean people could be recovering something that has been kept at bay from you for a very long time. Now, this could absolutely just be a relationship in general, or perhaps even something that was kept out of yours and a partner's reach, as it equates to maybe something we'd like to do as a couple, something we'd like to be able to give the time, energy, or resources to. The Five of Cups reversed is indicating a recovery from loss, or possibly the resurrection of something that never really actually had its proper time before its end. And so it looks for a lot of you Piscean people, what you are willing to release is actually taking brick by brick the substance, the thickness out of the wall that is actually keeping you from a lot this week. It's a really, really cool energy that's flowing through here for you. So that's what I've got to share. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.